Here's some tips on how to become a better whistler. Some exercises that'll really work out your mouth. Don't like how that came out. Here we go. So the difference between being a regular whistler and a professional whistler, someone that gets paid to do this, are things like pitch accuracy, speed, control, musicality. So I wanted to give you some tips on things that'll help you improve those skills. So here's some exercises for that. Exercise number 1, control. All right, so for this control exercise, it's basically just picking up speed, right? You're trying to get faster and faster and faster, which will help you control your instrument. Here we go. So the point is to take an arpeggio, or maybe even that exact sequence, and keep doing it faster and faster and faster and faster and faster until you can do it incredibly fast. And then move on to another exercise that'll help you get that speed. Mouth speed. Real fast mouth. Real fast mouth. Here's a good exercise for control. Try a descending cadence of whatever kind you want, but don't reinstitute the note. Just try to slide accurately down into the note. So don't go, try and slide between them without sliding the pitch. But don't go trying to be accurate. The number one thing that will differentiate you from a regular whistler to a professional whistler is accuracy of pitch. I see it all the time. There's people that claim that they're professional whistlers on TikTok or YouTube or wherever they are, and they're not. They have pitch problems all over the place. They're a little pitchy dog. That's the number one thing. And if you're at a competition, a whistling competition, that's one of the major things they're going to be judging you on. So, pitch accuracy. How do we improve it? How do we focus on it? Well, you need to nail the notes exactly. You can't slide into them. You can't just fudge them. If you're any other instrument, you can't just say, oh, that note was kind of out of tune, but it's fine. Whistling is the same thing. You need to be precise. If you're gonna hit the Old Spice commercial jingle, you can't go, you gotta go. See how much more precise that is? Be precise with your pitches. Pitches. So here's an exercise I like to use for that. It's all about accuracy, right? You're trying to nail these notes dead center of the pitch. So I like to do this one. And even that was at about 90%. It's kind of hard, right? You're trying to nail these notes and you're jumping around, so you're moving the mouth around and you're not settled into one position. So you have to keep jumping back and keep nailing that exact spot. Another way that people differentiate a regular whistler from a professional whistler is range. Some people have a wild range, right? Some people can do really low notes and really high notes. It's very dynamic range. But most people can only whistle about an octave and a half. And again, everybody's body is different. So just like everyone's voice is different, if I'm a bass, I can sing really low notes, but I probably can't sing really high notes. And if I'm a soprano, the opposite. The same goes with whistling. If your head shape, if your instrument, if your bodily instrument is different than someone else's, it's going to have a different sound, which is what makes you unique. That's a good thing. but it also does mean everyone has their own certain limitations. But that doesn't mean you can't get better at either side of your range and stretch it out a little bit. So how do we do that? I like to do a siren exercise and try and stretch the top notes and the bottom notes a little bit farther. So you start as low as you can and you go as high as you can and come back down again. Try and scrape the top and try and scrape the bottom for those extra notes, and you're gonna find where the resonance sits for you, right? You might find 2 or 3 more extra steps on either side of your range that your muscles can now be trained to do. For example, if your highest notes are like, see how that one's real breathy at the top? It's not really there. What I like to do is practice those and just keep hitting those, and eventually your muscles are gonna know how to make those notes work better for you. See how it's trying to find the resonance? I'm trying to fine tune my muscles to know where to put that. Same on the bottom. The thing that makes me the most money as a professional whistler is musicality, right? I'm a musician first, I'm a whistler, I'm a singer. So the things that I make the most money on are musicality. How can I add something to this performance that not everybody else can do? What I'm saying is you need to give every single note some life. Don't make your performance flat. Give every note life. Make sure there's something there, some kind of charisma to the performance that isn't just straight. For example, the Toys R Us jingle that I did. You don't want to play that completely straight. You don't want to go. It's boring. It's square. It's boxy. Doesn't work. Bogue. You want to give it some life. Each note needs to go somewhere or feel something. You need to go. Everybody likes to use the Old Spice commercial. If it's straight, it would be boring. But what they do is little ghost notes. Who doesn't love a ghost note? Here's a good exercise for breath control. I can't believe I'm making these videos, and I can't believe my neighbors haven't complained yet. All right, so I feel like I've done quite a few of these. If you have questions, feel free to put them in the comments. If you have suggestions on other techniques to work on, feel free to put those in the comments too. If you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button. Smash it, smash the subscribe button. I feel like that's a little too violent for what we're going for here, but why don't you go ahead and click on, using the mouse pointer on your browser, and click on the subscribe button. Like the video, share the video if you want. I don't know who's gonna wanna see this, but if someone wants to see it and someone wants to share it, I would be grateful for that. Don't forget to buy merchandise in the merch store. That's in the description as well. Merchandise will support these videos and they will help get more made. If you like them, buy some merch. Believe in your dreams. Bye. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. What is this? Why is that not going away? Go away. Go away.